Hello everyone and welcome to my GH Soap Opera Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The real identity of Nathan is exposed. Additionally, have Kai and Trina endangered themselves? Today on General Hospital, Trina takes on a new assignment, Curtis and Portia reach a new understanding, and Seatbelt gives Jordan the order to spy on him. When Kai enters Bobby's, while Nathan, James, and Felicia are eating breakfast, James goes to greet his coach. Knowing that Felicia is unhappy about James and Noodle, Nathan expresses gratitude to her for bringing him by. What is Felicia's opinion on Nathan and Lulu? Felicia informs Nathan that she had a heart-to-heart with Maxie. She can treat them with allegiance while they explore a relationship if Maxie can. When they start chatting about James, Felicia remarks that he has done a fantastic job of bonding with his baby so rapidly. Nathan claims that raising James has been an honor and that he adores the child. James asks Trina to do what? While out with Trina, James strikes up a conversation with Kai, who is taken aback by his girlfriend's baseball expertise. She says she loved playing Little League as a child. Kai mentioned that his assistant coach is moving, so perhaps she would like to take over. James begs her to do it, but Trina points out that her schedule is somewhat full. When James gets back to Nathan and Felicia, he informs them that Trina will be his new assistant minor league coach. Nathan gets a text after suggesting the practice at the battling cage later today. He says something at work came up. "Do you have to go fight the bad guys?" James queries. "One in particular, and I'm not looking forward to it," Nathan responds. Back at Kai and Trina's table, Trina is shocked that she was persuaded to do this. At that moment, Willow calls Kai. Is Portia expecting a girl or a boy? Portia tells Isaiah at General Hospital that she is anxious since Curtis will be attending her first scan today. She worries that by approaching Jordan about her potential pregnancy, he may become enraged. Curtis exits the lift at that same moment. Curtis walks over to the pair and requests a quiet conversation with Portia. Isaiah moves away, and Portia thinks right once that she is upsetting Jordan. He clarifies that it isn't and asks if she would like to know the baby's gender. Curtis follows Portia's request because she isn't ready yet. When Portia decides it's time to talk about her argument with Jordan at the nail shop, Curtis and Jordan both swear they're not angry about it. All he wants is for them to put aside their differences for the baby. Portia tells him that Aunt Stella opened her eyes and that it's time to move on since she wants that too. Curtis and Portia consent to Jordan and Isaiah's involvement in their own lives as well as should their relationship work out in the life of this child. Then a nurse informs them that Britt is prepared to meet them. After the session, Portia gets back in touch with Isaiah and tells him that everything went well and that Curtis was also fantastic. For the baby's sake, she shares with him their newfound understanding. What if Sidwell's desire for Jordan? Jordan visits Windermere to express her condolences to Jens for Marco's passing and to see if there is anything she can do. Sidwell wants her to get in touch with her former contacts and the PCPD to find out what they know about Marco's murder. Sidwell will not allow Marco's killer to get away with it, and he thinks Dante would cover for Sonic. Jordan is adamant that she knows Dante and that he can be trusted because he has always kept business and family apart. Sidwell makes it apparent that he only has a faith in things that cost money. "Nothing is more important to me than having that man pay for my son's murder," he yells, losing control. Jordan promises to look into it, but he warns her that if she doesn't come through for him, he might ensure that she loses the wonderful life that his generosity has made possible for her. Willow attracts people. Willow gives Drew another dose of his medication at home and apologizes to Sidwell and herself for keeping him in this state. But it won't last forever. She assures him that she will rescue him when the moment is appropriate. But Drew remembers Sidwell is telling him the contrary and how Willow's career will take off after she becomes a widow. Then Chase comes over to ask Willow for assistance. Thanks to Olivia and Wiley, he tells her about the Phoebe scenario and how the social workers at home visit went awry. He hoped she could recommend them to social services. Willow pledges to do everything in her power to assist them in becoming foster parents. Willow says she doesn't think she deserves that level of loyalty and apologizes for his demotion as a result of his support. She is a wonderful person with a kind heart, he tells her. She claims that since he is too, she will assist him. Willow appears to take pleasure in their embrace a bit too much. Does Brooklyn need to be concerned? When Michael returns from a run in the Q's kitchen, Brooklyn chastises him for putting Chase back in Willow's circle to ask Phoebe's assistance. Willow has a lot of appeal, but Michael doesn't like her. Brooklyn is concerned about the expense of his favor. Although Michael shares her concern about Willow, he believes that she and Chase can manage it if Willow starts to cause problems. Although she is grateful for the guidance and assistance, she is still concerned that Willow will be responsible for Chase's death. When Chase gets home later, he reports that Willow has promised to recommend them to social services. Michael goes outside with Wiley to search for spiders for his project, but they are unable to locate any. Wiley wants to fly his new kite and invites Mommy to join him when Michael proposes that they go to the park. Michael suggests that the boy give her a call and says it's an excellent idea. Are Trina and Kai now in peril? When Kai and Trina return to Willow's, Trina surprises Willow by giving Drew compression socks, which she claims help people with his condition. She claims Drew did not deserve to be shot, despite what he did to her family. When they find Drew in the bedroom, Kai proposes to Willow that her office support an adult softball team in Drew's honor, knowing how much Drew loved to play and how she used to nearby trip over his bed. Willow finds the concept appealing. Kai said he believed the bat was used as proof. Willow remembers that it was, that they never returned it, and that she ought to follow up. Wiley's ringtone then plays, and Trina remarks, "It sounds like Wiley's calling." "Danger, Trina Robinson, danger." When Willow can't find her phone, Kai says she left it in the living room. These two have given Willow far too much information. Sidwell's requests. Curtis hears Jordan calling a friend to meet together and catch up outside Bobby's as she gossips. Curtis questions why she is phoning Joanne from forensics when she doesn't truly like her. Jordan describes Sidwell's most recent assignment. Curtis questions whether she should give up. Nathan returns to Windermere to see Sidwell. In the last moments of the show, tries to reassure Brooklyn in the Q's kitchen that Willow will assist them in achieving their goals. Michael apologizes when Wiley informs his father outside that Mommy didn't answer. Wiley is unsure because his parents have been fighting and disagreeing on everything recently. Michael claims that they both acknowledge their love for him and Amelia and that they will stop at nothing to ensure their happiness. Now alone in his room, Drew reflects on his shooting and abruptly remembers hearing Wiley's ringtone in between in the first and second shots. In the living room, Willow discovers her phone and observes that Kai was correct. The sound carries from the living room all the way into the bedroom. Kai remarks as they depart, leaving Willow with an expression, "Yes, they're in serious trouble." Isaiah is informed by Portia at GH that he is making an attempt and that she believes raising this child with Curtis won't be too difficult. Jordan tells Curtis outside Bobby's, although she has considered leaving, Sidwell's preoccupation with Marco's passing might be her opportunity to finally catch him. James informs his grandmother inside that he has made the decision to follow in his father's footsteps and become a police officer. He aspires to battle the villains and be a hero. At last, Sidwell informs Nathan that he wants him to do whatever it takes to hold Sonny accountable for killing Marco. Nathan says he wouldn't do that. "I'm talking to Cassius Faison, not Nathan Waste," Sidwell declares. Willow questions how Trina knew on the following General Hospital, and Jack presses Nina about Charlotte once more. Sidwell informs Nathan that he has performed the role flawlessly and no one can dispute it. General Hospital spoilers for Wednesday, April 1. Willow realizes Trina and Kai know too much in Sidwell's Cassius Faison story. According to General Hospital previews on Wednesday, April 1, Willow Kane will piece together the details behind Trina Robinson and Kai Taylor, while Jane Sidwell will offer an explanation of Cassius Faison, also known as Phony Nathan Waste. First of all, when Michael Corinthus discovers Kai lost in meditation, he will hope he isn't interfering. Kai might be worried that Willow would realize they know too much after all the clues Kai and Trina just gave her. Willow will consider the hints that are beginning to come together at home. Before Trina recognized Wiley Corinthus' ringtone, when he called Willow, Kai ran his mouth about the bat that the police had seized. Willow will wonder how Trina knew that was the ringtone she used for Wiley on Wednesday's episode of GH. Willow will feel uneasy after hearing that information, and she won't be able to get over it. Naturally, Kai also noted that Willow has enough knowledge to click things into place because her phone's sound travels to the bedroom. Willow may conclude that Trina and Kai must have been hidden in the bedroom that evening and heard her ringtone when she shot Drew Kane because she is going to have a startling revelation. Drew recently came to a realization about Willow's ringtone, so if Willow shares her Kai and Trina finding publicly, he might be able to obtain some useful information. He will inform Nina Reeves in Jack Brennan's office, and he has finished waiting for Valentine Cassidy's information. Brennan threatens to ruin Willow's life if Nina doesn't get Valentine's location from Charlotte Cassidy as soon as possible. Since Nina still views Charlotte as a daughter, Jack will pressure her to decide which daughter she wishes to keep safe. He will become upset over Lucas Jones and worry that Marco Rio's death was in vain. Although Britt Westbourne will be saddened by Marco's death while attempting to assist her, she might reassure Lucas that they can still hold his killer accountable. It appears like Britt might assist Lucas in realizing that Ross Cullum must be at fault for Marco's demise. Ezra Boyle will then inform Laura Collins that Sidwell's son being murdered has changed everything. Perhaps Ezra would believe that they have a chance to elude Sidwell while he is weak. When it comes to Ezra, Laura will have some trust concerns, but whether she wants to accept it or not, he might argue that he is on her side. Sidwell and Cassius Faison, the man who has taken over Nathan's life, will continue their heated conversation in Windermere. Sidwell will commend Cassius for his outstanding performance and imply that he has everyone deceived. Cassius appears to be Nathan's twin and the fourth Faison child that Britt had previously alluded to. Sidwell will undoubtedly summarize a bizarre tale to provide fans with an explanation for the turmoil around Cassius Nathan's impersonation. Sidwell will adhere to the directives he has given Cassius, who might caution him that if he begins acting strangely, his Nathan persona might fall apart. Sidwell may advise Cassius to use caution in order to ensure Sonny Corinthos pays. According to General Hospital teasers, Sidwell and Cassius will still be at odds in Wednesday's episode, so pay attention. Spoilers for General Hospital. Jason Chaos rips them apart after Carly dumps betrayer Brennan. According to General Hospital teasers, Carly Spencer's relationship with Jack Brennan is likely to end during the week of March 30 to April 3. Will Carly ultimately end their romance due to Jason Morgan when, in her opinion, it has been over for a while? Let's discuss it. D.U.N. is Carly Spencer. Fans are reminded by General Hospital spoilers that Carly changed her mind after Brennan after learning that he had recruited Jocelyn Jacks to the WSB agency. Carly was furious that Brennan would put her daughter in danger by pushing her to pursue that risky line of work. Even so, Carly was unable to end their relationship at that time. After all, it was Jason who informed Carly of Brennan's actions, and she had to maintain appearances to protect both her buddy and Jocelyn. In addition, Carly was eager to exact revenge on her boyfriend. She ultimately sided with Valentin Cassadine and reminded with Brennan in order to obtain information about him in order to defeat him. Nevertheless, Carly's world has changed since Jason was arrested by the WSB and extradited to identified location for shooting WSB director Ross Cullum. As fans may remember, Brennan was the leader of the group of WSB operatives who stormed the police station to arrest Jason. It might be finished if Carly finds out or if Brennan declines to assist in freeing her best friend. Carly's backup plan. Carly has occasionally had to jump into bed with Brennan while feigning love for him. In many respects, Brennan's refusal to assist Carly with her Jason situation could give her an easy way out because she dislikes doing this. However, since Carly is prone to doing foolishly when she is upset, ending things with Brennan might be a whimsical instinct. Because of her tight relationship with Brennan, Carly has been able to obtain information. However, that would be done. She severs ties. Carly may no longer have access to intelligence if she breaks up with her boyfriend, but she can still obtain information in other ways because she has been cunning lately, aside from robbing Brennan's hotel room. Since she and Jane Sidwell are now friendly, she was able to assist Valentin by locating the safe in Windermere. Additionally, Carly has been growing closer to Valentin and considering a romantic relationship with him. The prospect of having sex with Brennan and Valentin would make her feel even more ick, as the two have recently shared a bed. In any case, Carly and Brennan are scheduled to clash sometime during the week of March 30. So, learning about the WSB agent's role in removing Jason and his unwillingness to assist could be the final straw for the carjack relationship. This week, will Carly break up with Brennan? General Hospital uncovers Nathan's real identity. Who is Cassius Faison? Many fans were ecstatic to see Nathan came back to life when Ryan Pavey returned to General Hospital in September 2025. But some thought his startling revival was too good to be true, as many viewers started to notice small details that led him to believe something unusual was happening. Speculation about whether or not this was indeed Nathan persisted. Eventually, it was discovered that this man is indeed Cassius Faison in the episode that aired on March 31, 2026. Crisis of identity. Since Nathan was discovered in a wrecked car by the side of the road 7 years after his loved ones had grieved his passing at General Hospital, his return to Port Charles seemed unusual from the beginning. While trying to save his cherished and heavily pregnant wife, Maxie, who Faison was holding captive. The police investigator was shot in the chest by his evil father, Caesar Faison. As they watched him pass away, fans wept with the characters during his open casket funeral. However, Nathan appeared to have come back to life from the grave and had no recollection of the years that he had elapsed since his apparent death. As time went on, he displayed an odd lack of interest in attempting to determine where he had been during that period. Only a few months after Nathan's sister Britt had similarly miraculously returned from the dead. Albeit, it was later revealed that her death had been staged. Everyone swiftly accepted Nathan's return to the world of the living after DNA and fingerprints verified his identity. Fans noticed Britt's caution when she first saw her brother because she was more than a little uneasy about young James finally seeing the father who had died before he was born. Nathan regained his position as a police detective at the PCPD as he adapted to life in Port Charles. However, Dante's eyebrows were raised when Nathan botched the chain of custody of some evidence which he dismissed as cobwebs in the recollection of his corrected procedure. Nathan started spending a lot of time with Maxie's best friend Lulu, but he never once traveled to Boston to see Maxie, who was still in a long-term coma and with whom he had fallen profoundly in love at the time of his death. Fans also started talking about that, believing that the Nathan they knew would have raised to his wife's side. As their bond grew, Nathan casually mentioned how his father had forced him to memorize the periodic table of elements while they were stranded together during a January blizzard. Nathan had told Lulu that his father, not Faison, but the man who raised him, had not given him so much attention, which left Lulu perplexed. Nathan dismissed that as well. Later that evening, he kissed Lulu for the first time and said, "I want nothing more than you. I want nothing more than to be the man you see me as." Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe my channel without missing any updates.